All right, it looks like they're going to be getting started.
It looks like Umar tried to make a break for it in the cutscene, didn't quite work out for him.
No, they never get away.
You can never escape that cutscene, never. It is the 15-second requirement to start this run.
Yeah, and as a reminder, this is going to be a best of 3, so either of these runners needs to win 2 to advance on to the next round. And this is also a single elimination, so the loser will be going home. And as it was stated last race, the winner of this is going to go on to face Silver Star, who won the last race. So neither of these runners are going to have an easy time from here on out.
Definitely not, especially if they were watching the race before. They already know exactly what they're up against, what they're playing to play against, and that could even be enough to get in your head even as early as this, so hopefully that's not sitting on anyone's mind. Certainly not mine.
Yeah. All right, good 259s on both runners' part.
Is it me, or are they basically in perfect sync right now?
Yeah, that is about as close as it gets right there. But it could change up at this next level. We're going to see what shell jump attempts get them. It's going to be a red shell here pretty quick in the level, and we're going to see whether or not these two runners decide to try to shell jump with it.
Umar gets
shell
it.
Jump. Ultimate swag right there. That's going to save him an in-game second. Dabs did the smarter thing where he didn't go... He did the smarter thing if you don't go for the shell jump, which was he stomped the shell and completely destroyed it as opposed to kicking it out of the way. It's going to save you a potential few lag frames.
Now let's see how Iggy treats these guys.
Yeah, and see, they stayed super small at first, not getting any power-ups, just so they could make it under that first Koopa in Iggy's castle. A question I get from a lot of people new to the game is, you know, is Little Mario faster or something like that? No. They just don't get power-ups just so they can make that one jump in Iggy's castle. And once they get under that Koopa, they're free to get power-ups.
The thing isn't even that it's necessarily harder, because you can end up in this exact same situation even if you grab a power-up beforehand. But once you add on the time to change to those power-ups, plus the time it takes when you lose the power-up for that transition, it's just a big time loss overall.
Umar got a little held up on that last fireball for Iggy. It's going to net him a 240 as opposed to iDabs' 241.
And I think that trades back that shell jump.
Wow, they're back to being
They're basically
close
together. This is great.
Well, this is a good chance to show off DP1. Now, hopefully these guys are able to manage their flight speed well, but in this next level where they grab a cape, they're going to hope to get fast fly. And normally when you're flying in Mario, your speed oscillates from values 47 to 51. There's no guarantee of which number you're going to land on. They can change which number they have, but there's no guarantee that they'll get the fastest of the speeds. So they're going to have to manage their flying speeds here. For top runners like this, I don't think it's the biggest issue.
Yeah, most of them are... Pretty much everyone at this tier can sort of identify when they're going 51 versus when they're going 47. They know when they're at a better speed.
You see, even though they did the exact same strats, Umar landed with a 362 on the timer as opposed to Dabs' 361. That was flight speed. You would think that this would have a static flight speed. It's strange how it oscillates as well. So gonna grab a shell from this Koopa here. It's gonna speed him up a little bit. And They switch it up for the P-switch because there's a chance that you could lose your shell while hitting the fish, but there's no such issue with the P-switch. You're gonna 100% go through the fish every time. Good job on both of them. All right, making their way into the ghost house. This level
This is my favorite ghost house because it's the most straightforward. you jump, you fly a little bit, then you jump and you fly a little bit, and then you're done. Like there's nothing hard about this ghost house. It's just smooth sailing right through. You can't be mad at it.
That's what makes it your favorite, huh? It's just easy.
I can't get mad at it.
That's true. That's true. Because you never get mad at the level, it by default must be your favorite.
It has to be a good level if I'm not getting mad at it.
All right, good P-speed from both Umar and Dabs. It can be a little tricky getting it off those platforms. Umar scared me a little bit. I thought he was going to rub up on those clouds. Alright, they're going to be going to the second of 2 flyover levels before they get to Morton's castle, where hopefully we'll see a standing exchange.
That is a good point. You can, in fact, get mad at the doors. But I wouldn't say that's the fault of the level still, because you can get mad at the doors in any level.
Alright, and as they come to the end of this level, it's a good time to start kind of talking about Morton's castle, which is where they're going to. We've seen this make a difference in a lot of really close races, because there's a vertical section of the level that moves back and forth and quarantines certain areas. And so you can get stuck in one of those cycles and just have to wait forever for an opening to open up for you. It's going to rely on how long they can keep their flight going in this room that Umar is about to attempt. It can be pretty hard to maintain your P-speed while going through this vertical section. Umar and Dab's pulling it off beautifully.
Very nice. Oh,
Ooh.
Getting
Dab's
frame rolled on that
taking-
dry bones.
Yeah, that was awful.
That is one of the one of those things. I don't know how to put it into words. Just
Yeah,
you think won't happen, and it
needs
happened.
a cape. He needs a cape. He's gonna be going into Vanilla Dome. He needs to go up for a key. He's gonna stay up with Umar, but there's a future time loss that he just hasn't hit yet.
Yep.
This is a really bad place to not have cape. You'll see why as Umar goes into Vanilla Dome 1. Silver Star brings up an interesting point that there is a capeless strat, but oh goodness,
Is he going for it?
I was about to say there's no way he's probably going for it, but so if you see Umar, he had to utilize all the vertical height of his flight to get up there. Dabs is going to take this capeless. This is a super cool strat. You rarely get the opportunity to see it. Now he needs to release that Buzzy Beetle as it comes back to life. It's going to drop under Mario. Mario's going to be right above the Buzzy as its hitbox becomes available. Bounce off that Buzzy Beetle and make it onto the shell. Oh,
there it goes.
Grabs the vine. That was an awesome, awesome strat from Dabs. I always love seeing that one.
Well done, Dabs.
I didn't think that we were going to see that from him. That was awesome. It can be hard to time that Buzzy Beetle. You really got to know what you're doing. It's not a strat that you like can't know and try to figure out along the way, really.
Yeah, it's definitely not something you can improv like a lot of things.
Yeah, it's something he had in his pocket for sure. That was great.
He is definitely committed to not going back. You learn that if you're doing a category that requires it, or because you're committing to that.
Dab scared me at that choke point, but he knew he had to go for it. He didn't want to waste any more time down there. Umar's got one more flyover level before he makes his way into the fortress. He does have a significant lead in front of Dabs, but Dabs just needs one big mistake to take the lead again. During these flyover levels, this is a great time for you guys to go follow these runners. And come on back to this channel, see how this race finishes out. I'm gonna throw some links in chat for you guys to click on.
Yeah, definitely go check these guys out. They're playing all the time.
Absolutely.
They're very good at it too. Really, there won't be a lot of disappointment.
Yeah, these races are gonna be tight. Umar's gonna have to try hard to keep this lead. He is very good at this game, though. Now, Umar's going to be going for the Thwomp boss here, and that's a little trick where if he spins his cape after he exits the upcoming pipe, he will despawn the Thwomp that is just off screen to the right. It'll be a very precise trick. And sometimes you don't get it even when you do it right. See, that Thwomp is still there for Umar. I'm sure we'll see Dabs attempt it when he's in the fortress later on.
It's always a nice little thing to try because it can save you, even though it's just a little bit of save. It's free to go for.
But yeah, it's free. You can't just leave that time sitting on the table. Good Reznor from Umar. He's going to be moving on to the best level ever made by man, Butterbridge 1. I'm excited.
Yeah, let's get some resident sleepers ready.
And I say let's get some Pog champs out. We've seen some deaths here. I remember Dab specifically dying in the qualifiers for this level. Maybe it was a previous tournament race.
What is Umar doing? Oh my goodness.
Umar's showing off what he is known for. This cape tech is so cool. I always love watching him run. Umar knows how to keep this level a Pog champ. This can be very sketchy. And last time he did it, it was very sketchy. He missed a cape pump and ended up really low right here. I love it when people decide to go for the swag regardless. Dabs is going to be meeting him in the best level, BB1. Woo! All right, let's see how Dabs takes it. I think he said earlier he's decided not to fly through this level anymore after what's happened to him in the past. I told him that's probably a pretty good idea.
I don't know. I mean, when I can fly through it, I actually kind of enjoy it because it's much more, it takes less thought. It really does, as long as you stay high enough. As long as you're not doing whatever Umar was doing.
Looks like Umar's setting up for pipe fly, maybe. Can he pull off the cool swag here at the end? Looks like he got it.
Nice.
That little bit of flight there before the gold tape, that can actually be pretty difficult to pull off.
Uh-oh. He's fine.
Looks like no one went for any dupe strats.
Nah, but Dabs is trading in the cape he brought with him with the one in Butterbridge 1. I guess he wanted a trophy on his way out.
It's always good to get the new model. So Umar's blazing his way through Butter Bridge 2. He's going to be making his way to Ludwig's castle, where things could get sticky. Alright, Umar's going to make good use of his cape here in room 1, doing those cape cancels through the ball and chains. He sticks with cape in room 2. Looks like a nice clean room 2. Room 3 is going to be going in and do some cage work. We've seen a lot of issues with this room previously. I don't suspect Umar to have too many issues, but you never know. He's also going to be switching to Flower here so that he can get up to Ludwig and do a quick kill. It's just going to take 2 fireballs and 1 jump, and he'll be out of there. Ooh, scary jump.
That was close. If he had been even a couple of pixels further to the left, he would have just hit Ludwig right in the face and lost his fire.
First jump is free. All right, and Dab's doing a little scroll strat that I know him to use. Makes it a little safer to go under these potaboos here. He doesn't have a flower, so he's going to have to rely on a cycle skip for Ludwig, as opposed to Umar, who is able to use 2 fireballs and 1 jump. When you hit Ludwig, he's going to turn into a shell and go back and forth, and then do a big long jump. If Dabs can hit Ludwig when he's in the air, coming back down here, right there, he's able to get another hit when he's back on the ground, skipping a whole cycle of Ludwig becoming a shell. It's going to get him out of there significantly faster as opposed to if he had not done it. Umar's setting up for wings here. Keep your eye on Umar's screen. He's going to be spitting out the shell and grabbing it while it's moving. Try to dupe this block here to the left, and that's going to grant him Yoshi wings, getting him out of that level a little faster. It's a great job on Umar. Good second attempt. He had to keep that shell moving and re-grab it to do a second attempt. You notice he didn't pick up the shell while it was just on the ground.
All right, let's see how his Yoshi clip goes. This will be one of the things that'll really make or break a run, and he's in there first try.
This is a run.
You love to see that.
It's so
There's
nice.
nothing more hype than first time clip, honestly, because once you mess it up once, depending on how severe it is, you're looking at sitting there for a good amount of time.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter who you are. That clip can treat anyone poorly.
We've seen races completely shift just because of that.
All right, Dabs is setting up for his Yoshi Wings attempt here. Once again, he hit the P balloon. He's not going to be able to duplicate that block to grab Yoshi Wings, so he needs to just move on.
Not only that, he had to slow down just a little bit.
Yeah. Yep, he's going to eat some time loss on that level. Alright, Umar's just going through another flyover level before Roy's castle. He needs to make it to the secret exit down a pipe by the end. Dab's going for his Yoshi clip attempt. He's got the green Yoshi. Very nice. Very nice. So one of the few times Yoshi clip's not going to be much of a decider in this race. Umar's going to maintain the same lead he has against Dabs currently.
I'm excited to see where this goes out of Castle 4, because there are all sorts of very small but very major things that can go wrong on either side that could really shift it.
Alright. Decent flight from Umar, diving down to avoid those potaboos. He's also going to be switching to cape here in just a second. This will be the last time where you see a quick kill being used against a boss. 2 fireballs, 1 jump.
Very solid Roy's Castle overall.
Yep, and Dabs will be going into Roy's Castle very shortly. That flight at the beginning and dodging the Podoboos can be very dangerous. We see a lot of runners take a dip in the lava.
Dab's making it through that lava room, making his way through the spike room. Taking that switch with him. Through Roy's Castle.
And once again, he does not have a flower for this boss, so he has to rely on 3 jumps. He wants to get this before Roy hits that wall.
Otherwise, he has to wait through that whole sequence. And when you're in that sequence, it can be a little dangerous. Normally, when you're doing Roy, if he makes it to the wall, he runs up it, and then he'll jump down from the ceiling on top of you and attempt to hit you. And that cannot be a good situation, depending which side you stand on.
Alright, and Umar is flying through the chocolate ghost house. This is a hard one because there's obstacles above the screen that you as a viewer can't see. So Umar needed to stay below those while above that fishing boo. He's going to use some cool cape tech here to cape cancel through those boos and make his way through the door, showing off some cool door fly to finish it up. Idab's going for his pipe fly attempt. Umar was able to get this. They need to get in that pipe without losing much of their P-speed. And it will allow them to continue flying with a speed of 64 as opposed to a natural limit of 51. All right, great key grab from Umar. Ooh, Dab's going for a spin fly strategy in the ghost house.
Oh, this is spooky.
So what he's going to attempt to be doing is ride the fishing boo and continue bouncing off of him. He's not going to have the cape cancel available to go through the fishing boo. He needs to just go around him. He showed it off pretty well, though. He knows what he's doing with that.
Definitely a good job, but definitely scary.
All right. Umar's making his way good through Chocolate Secret. He's going to be entering Wendy's castle soon. That's one of my favorite to show off cape tech. All right, Umar being the first going into Wendy's castle. This is a really fun one to watch. He's going to utilize a lot of cape tech here. Cape canceling through those saws there. Going under this crusher, not taking damage.
Fab's having a little too much fun with those buzzies. Taking a hit on one of them. Lucky he had that backup cape and makes it back through pretty easy.
Umar struggled with the door, decided to go back for that checkpoint, just in case. It's probably good. We've actually seen a few deaths in this room too here. If you have a cape, it's usually pretty nice though. All right, great Iggy fight from Umar. He's going to be making his
Dabs
way to
is
the time
not in a good situation here.
Oh,
I'm gonna call that. I haven't seen one of those before.
yeah, you don't really see many people fall in there. And I'm sure Dabs doesn't normally fall in there. He didn't know what to do. Going in Small Mario, taking another death. He's having a rough go of it here at Chocolate Secret. Small Mario going through is just awful.
It really is. Oh man.
Oh my goodness. This is what happens in races. When you get deaths like that, they just start snowballing on you so hard.
Yeah, he's gonna have to play very carefully around these chucks.
Oof. Alright, now if you watch Umar's screen, unfortunately Dab's falling super far behind. Umar's going to be grabbing this backup cape that's going to come into play later. So what Umar's attempting to do here is at the end of this room there are 2 boo rings that naturally spawn, but he can make one or both of them disappear. He's probably setting himself up for just a single despawn. But if he manages his speed just right, and he's looking good for it right now, the first one that should be right here at this corner is not there. He grabbed that backup cape so he can just run through the second one, take the damage, grab the backup cape, and continue on down to room 3. Looks like Dabs is chilling. He unfortunately has forfeited. So this first race is going to go to Umar.
Umar's just got to finish it out. Unfortunately, those chucks just really didn't want to play nice with Dabs.
Here goes Umar grabbing the orb. Alright, and that is going to secure the win for Umar as he makes his way into Valley of Bowser. He's on great pace right now. I hope he continues out this run. He just needs to take it to the end and beat Bowser. Now this can be a very sketchy level with the hitboxes of these Monty moles here. We see lots of players lose their cape here. Umar seems to be handling it just fine though. Ooh, scary there at the end. I thought he was going to be facing left when the chuck came out. But he did just fine, grabbing that extra block to get himself a cape parade. Everybody follow along. He's going to be making his way into Valley Bowser too. This can be a sketchy level because you got to go under those bats that are at the ceiling, above these Koopas that are right by you. Umar's really showing how it's done. Let's see if we get any sandbar clips.
I'm not sure if we will. Really depends, I think. If Umar just wants to get it over with or if he wants to show off now, provided he's watching.
Yeah, he did not get that sandbar clip. He's just going to be taking this vanilla for now. Now on Dabs' screen, just to explain, Dabs has forfeited this race. He is not currently racing. This one's going to go to Umar. As long as he finishes out this run. Dabs is playing on something us runners use called a practice cart. And it's just a great example of like the resources this community can provide for one another. It's a cool ROM of Super Mario World that shows you a lot of diagnostic information as you go through the levels. Really helps you with your speed runs. And it helps for levels like what Umar is going through right now. This fortress, we've seen by far the most deaths, the most loss of capes. It's been a real rough level for a lot of people.
Including Umar.
Yeah, he's gonna lose a cape to that crusher. I was worried if he's gonna have time to pick up that backup cape. Fortunately, he did.
Yeah, it can always be a little bit questionable if it's coming right down where that crusher is.
But he's glad he had that backup cape. We see those get used a lot in this level. Ooh, good use of conserving flight speed there.
That was very nice.
I tell you, his cape skills are so good. I'm sure we'll get to see some tricks before the Bowser fight too, which is where he will be going next. So all Umar needs to do is get through this dark room, and he'll be going to the Bowser fight to finish up his run. He's on really good pace. You know, we should see a mid 33 coming from him. Alright, Umar's going to be doing things called Cape Kill here, where he flies up and nails those Mecha Koopas right as Bowser throws them. There's two different types of hits. There's an insta hit, and I guess a normal hit. Umar showing off good insta hits there, nailing the Mecha Koopas right when Bowser's hitbox is available. Showing off some cool cape tech again. It's always fun watching Umar go during a Bowser fight. Showing off some cool item fly there. Makes Mario look a little goofy holding an item while he's flying. He's setting up for ball skip right now, leaving that Mecha Koopa until it wakes up. Bowser stops. He's going to fly to the right of the screen and release that Mecha Koopa right onto Bowser. Just as Bowser was about to start throwing his second bowling ball, and that's going to be skipping that ball. And allow Bowser to go straight into the Mecha Koopas right here. So good ball skip from Umar. He'll be going into phase 3.
Flying with that item too. Doing all kinds of fun things.
So he hit that Mecha Koopa on Bowser right when his hitbox is available. That's going to be a skip that allows Bowser to bounce only 5 times as opposed to 8. Flying up to get the final hit. Get your GGs out for Umar.
Well done, Umar. GG.
Split a bit late. That's about a 33-25. Let's give him a big GG for him. So Dabs did unfortunately forfeit. He had a rough time in that chocolate secret. And that was going to give Umar the win no matter what. So he had to finish out that race. And regardless, he put on quite a show. It was a great run. All right, and if you want to see some more of these runners, I'm going to go ahead and throw some links in the chat here for you. Any one of y'all can use that Command R, and that's going to pull up these runners' Twitch streams. They're going to be getting set up for race 2. This is a best of 3 single elimination. The winner of this match-off will be going on to face our previous round champion, Silver Star, who played some great runs earlier. He's going to be going up against either Dabs or Umar. Umar wants to get the second win in, solidify the round win quick. Dabs needs 2 wins back to back, and this is something he could pull off.
Oh, definitely. And I definitely think that right now, Dab still has a good shot at staying in this thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. He got a little messed up because he lost Cape in a weird spot, and that level's just the worst to do small. Especially because it starts out with a couple of enemies on a slope, and those can always just act funky whenever you're trying to maneuver through those. So they'll be getting started very shortly. Once again, this is race 2 of potentially 3. And if you want to get more information about this tournament, you can use that command SMW. You can throw some links in the chat. You can click on those to get more information about this tournament, including the bracket, access to the schedule, and invite to the Discord. Come check it out and follow your favorite runners. We're going to be getting started very shortly. Once again, I'm one of your commentators for the match, W. Carrick, and with me is Mike the Pwn Star. Let's see if Umar is able to pull off all the swag he did last run. He got a nice shell jump. This first level, there shouldn't be any surprises. This is easy peasy. Should be looking for a 360 on the timer with a potential 361 if they go neutral on the D-pad on the final jump before the goal tape. It's not really going to save them any time. Oh, Umar not going for it. Dab's showing off that cool 361. Good jumping on him. You need Mario to lock into that higher 49 speed. So going through this level, they're looking for an optimal 259 on the timer. To achieve that, they need to run along these wooden platforms. They go just barely to the right when Mario's landing on them, and that's going to give him the little extra juice he needs to avoid that 258 in this level. Good job from both of them. Oh, Umar was able to get the shell jump last time. Dabs did not attempt it. Let's see if both of those things happen here at the race. Umar did not get the shell jump. So he's still going to stay neck and neck with Dabs. Alright, making their way into Iggy's castle. These Marios stay small so they can squeeze just underneath this Koopa right here. They need to manage their cages wisely if they want to get a 281 as they go into the first door. They can get a 282, but I'm not sure if we've seen any of those in this tournament so far.
Oh, and Dab's missing the door.
Doors are tricky. That's doors are the worst part of this game.
They truly are the final boss.
Alright. Good quick kills on both of their parts. Umar goes for that sketchy slide strat. Seen a few people who use that strat take a little dip in the lava during this tournament.
Oh, it can definitely happen, and you don't want to do that through a castle either.
No, absolutely not. So Dab's having a little bit of trouble with that door. Is going to give Umar just the slightest lead. This could change in DP1 depending on flight speed. Both of their cape grabs were pretty great last time. All right, good job grabbing that feather. Dab's getting so close to those clouds.
I'm a little nervous there.
I was sure he was going to touch him.
I was a little worried about those, but he's up high enough. He's just got to get a little bit higher for the end.
Ooh,
There it
great
goes.
flight from Umar. Dab's having a little bit of trouble grabbing that key. He just didn't manage his height good enough and put him in a weird spot. All right, Umar needs that Koopa shell to go a little bit faster in the water further on in the level here. Problem with the shell is there's a chance you could lose it to the fish while spinning it, so they're going to switch that out for a P-switch. Using the P-switch, you will go through the fish every time when you spin. You're not going to lose the P-switch magically. Nice work on Umar's part. Dab's right behind him. Little slower with the 251. They're going into Mike's favorite ghost house.
The best ghost house, in fact. Scientifically proven.
Oh, that's
Years
good.
of
The studies came
experience.
out. Yep. Good 283 from Umar and Dabs. It's a quick, clean level. It's not a lot of risk involved.
The only thing you got to worry about really is, well, hitting the doors.
Yep. So the flights that Dabs is not able to get it. I was about to talk about how tricky that can be. Getting that P speed right there at the beginning can be weird sometimes. Umar was able to get it. Dabs had to get the flight a little later in the level. It's gonna put him further behind.
Yeah, it's still only a few seconds behind at this point, but every little bit will add up as this goes on.
Absolutely. Especially with Morton's castle coming next, things could change up at any moment. So they've got another flyover level to get through. This one doesn't have any problem about getting P speed at the front. We shouldn't see any issues from either players during this.
Very nice fly from both of them. Now we are going to see one of the trickier castles in this run. The reason it's so tricky is because you're going up and down a lot more than you're going left and right.
Umar always cuts it so close to that little thwimp without taking the jump like that does right there. It always scares me. Umar was able to manage this beautifully last time. Dabs had an issue and hit a dry bones that cost him his cape. Great job from Umar. Great job. Alright, Dab's getting past where he lost his cape last time. Looks like he's going to do just fine using that spring.
Very well done. Now he's going to throw his fireballs, give it a jump, grab his cape, and make his way onto Vanilla Dome.
Now, Debs does have a cape this time going into Vanilla Dome, so we're not going to see the cool Buzzy Beetle strat. They're just going to be using their capes to get up there. We have seen a lot of runners not be able to use all of their height to get up there. It can't still be a tricky level.
It's very tricky, and there are certain ways to mitigate that risk, but some of those methods carry their own risk.
Alright, and Umar has to use all of his height right here to get barely up, grab the key. He did it perfectly. Dabs is right behind him.
Very good from both of them.
Alright, and this level's a lot like Morton's castle, in which it's a vertical level that doesn't have a lot of horizontal space.
Umar
taking damage.
That choke point got him.
Yeah, that's a rough one. It's going to give Dabs a little bit of an edge. Not take. Fortunately, there's a backup cape right by that choke point, so Umar was able to grab that and continue on.
That does bring Dabs within about 5 seconds of Umar, it looks like. So that's definitely what Dabs needed to bring this race close.
Oh, absolutely. Standings shouldn't change too much in these next two levels. These guys have a couple of flyover levels to get through before they make their way to the fortress.
Yeah, I think the next real shift we might see is either in the fortress or in Ludwig.
Yeah, fortress is always an issue just because Reznor fight. Sometimes those dry fish can get you. Yeah, this is a crazy matchup. Dabs is keeping it real close. But that's kind of what you expect from these round 3 runners. All of these races have been super crazy. Alright, and this is their second of 2 flyover levels before they make their way into the fortress. And this is where we could see some things change up, but these are very consistent runners. Dabs is looking for just a few more mistakes from Umar to take the lead here.
I don't even think he's looking for a few mistakes. I think he's just looking for maybe one.
It could be just one, depending on it, yeah.
Some things that are relatively minor would still be enough. But I think, given how much Umar has played this game, his experience with it, I feel like that still is quite a bit to ask until we get to something a little more difficult than this fortress.
Yeah, absolutely. If Dabs wants to gain any time on Umar, Umar's not going to make it easy on him. Umar getting that Thwomp despawn. Good Thwomp boss from Umar. Dabs not getting it. He has to go around this Thwomp up there. He'll be heading into the Reznor fight. Umar had a really clean kill last time. Spooky fireball almost got him. Same with Dabs.
That almost looked like the same fireball.
Alright, they are both out of there. They're going to be heading to everyone's favorite level. Get your Pog Champs out for Butterbridge 1.
I do not endorse this message.
This level keeps everyone on their toes. Umar's going to show you why, showing off some cool cape tech throughout this level.
No, I don't think that's what's happening.
Can you feel the excitement right now?
I can feel chat falling asleep. As well as myself.
Ooh, man, my heart.
And I just took a nap too.
This is a great level because these guys don't even have to hit right for this level to move right. It magically moves. These platforms move up and down. I mean, if this were a smoothie, it's got all the right ingredients, I'll tell you. Oh, wow. Umar narrowly missing that Koopa. Dab's going on a little killing spree down there. They're keeping it super close. What could happen next? The level's moving upwards. This is mind-blowing. Oh, wow. Umar is in the sky. Taking out that Koopa. He is setting himself up for pipe fly again, it looks like.
It looks like Dabs is going for some flight now.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. They can't handle the excitement. They got to stay in the air.
I mean, they've been doing flyover after flyover. They're so used to it. Might as well, right?
Great job on both of those runners. This is the race of the century. Alright, and they've got another normal flyover level before they make their way on to Castle. This is where we could see a separation of the runs as well, and then upcoming Castle. Alright, Umar getting out of there cleanly. Dabs is just right behind him. Alright, and this is where Umar is going to utilize a lot of cool cape tech here, slamming on the ground to get rid of those enemies in front of him. Cape canceling through those ball and chains, not taking any damage. Needs to manage his cape real well here to stay under these Potaboos. This is where you want a slightly slow speed to keep underneath them. And then you can go as fast as you want when you're done.
Umar just flying up that fence.
Dude, he's killing it there.
Dab's not too far behind.
Alright. Dabs is just right behind Umar as they go into the Forest of Illusion. They're keeping this race super close. This could come down to Yoshi clips.
Yeah, I have it at about 6 seconds apart. That's very easily just one person on clips, or that could be wings. That could be any number of things in the forest right now. It's very close.
So last race we saw Umar attempt FOI 1 wings, and he got it on a second attempt exiting the level. Dabs popped the Peeble in at the very, at the beginning, and so he wasn't able to even attempt wings. I'm curious if watching the restream and if they're going for wings. Since they both attempted it first race, if one of them doesn't go for it, it'll be interesting to see if they change their strats depending on how close they are.
And I would guess that Umar is watching. I did see his name in chat a couple of times now. As far as Dabs, I'm not sure if he watches when he races.
Umar's going for it. If you keep your eyes on Umar's screen, he needs to land this Yoshi and catch the shell while it's moving. Dupe the block to the left, and it would produce Yoshi wings. He didn't get it, so he's going to move on. Dabs is going for the same trick here.
He gets it.
Dab gets it first try, and you see that means he...
That brought so much time for Dabs.
Dabs now taking the lead from Umar.
Very slight lead for Dabs now.
I didn't think we.
This is what I was talking about.
With wings.
This is what I was talking about. Just one thing in Forest.
Ooh, those are some spicy wings.
Let's go.
He does have a blue Yoshi though.
Oh.
And we know what that means for clip attempts.
And Umar gets in first try, taking his lead back.
Ooh,
Dabs right on his heels.
It's as if the wings never happened now.
This is so close.
Man, they just traded that back and forth like a hot potato for a quick minute.
Oh man, I'm so on the edge of my seat right now. Literally, I can't handle this.
It's like Butterbridge 1 all over again.
I wouldn't say that at all.
All right. Great job for both of them. Dabs had a little bit of a sticky situation there. Coming out a little behind Umar after pulling the lead in Forest of Illusion 1.
Yeah, so as exciting as this race is, luckily there's nothing much to talk about in this level. The only difference that would come between these two is just because of flight speed. And it looks like Umar maybe had a slightly better flight speed, but even then it's not going to make the biggest difference compared to the levels coming up.
Yeah, and this castle here could make the difference. Watch how insane this strat is Umar's pulling off, called Roy Fly. He sticks to the ceiling to the last moment, diving below the Podoboos, pulling up before the final one. He needs to stay in flight through this spike room, not touching the ground at all. Good ducking under the spike, catch him flight before the Podoboos. This is the last time you're going to see Flower in this race for a boss.
Dab's getting his fly through just fine.
He is on the heels of Umar.
Yeah, Umar definitely needs to be making some smart choices on his strats coming up, because there's definitely gonna have to be some calculation there with how close Dabs really is.
Yeah, he's about 5 to 6 seconds behind. So there's any amount of tricks in this run that could change the standings here.
I think anything we consider a trick from this point would be enough. If it becomes a difference between the two.
That's right. Umar really wants to secure this victory to get the best of 3. Umar taking the first race. This is a single elimination as well, so Dab needs to win 2 in a row to stay in the tournament.
Yeah, and Dabs wants to keep going on. So he wants this win. Umar wants it so he doesn't have to go again. A 1v1 is always really, really in your head when you're doing it.
Yeah, great job from both of them. Dabs was really counting on that pipe fly. Okay, now their strats differ in this ghost house. They'll be going into it roughly the same time, so you can see them side by side. Umar's slightly ahead as he normal flies over the fishing boo. There is an obstacle off screen above there, so he needs to stay pretty close to the fishing boo. Dabs likes to ride the fishing boo with a spin fly. I think it's very sketchy.
Oh, Umar went for that early door, or it looked like he tried to go for that early door and didn't quite make it.
Yeah, that was scary. It was smart by jumping there.
Yeah. Especially something like that, where you miss it, you're just falling right out of the level. You're done.
Alright, going through this chocolate island too, there shouldn't be hardly any problems with either of these runners. This is a great time to bring up something I see being talked about in chat right now. During one of our previous races of Fitz 1889 versus Dots Are Cool, we had a very close match that was incorrectly... The results were given incorrectly, and it had appeared Dots had won, but after further investigation, Fitz was the winner of that race, and he will be moving on to face the winner of Maiba and Stiv in round 4. So I just want to issue a quick correction about that.
That was an absolutely insane race to watch, too.
Came down to the frames. It was insane.
Umar just taking it nice and easy through Chocolate Secret.
Dabs is having flashbacks to last race, but he does have a cape this time. He just needs this to go well.
That room one's a lot more what he was after. That's for sure.
Now, the room Dabs is in right now is where he lost cape in his life the first time. He doesn't have his cape anymore, so he's going to have a rough go of it. Hopefully he can manage it. He does jump straight in the lava, though.
That jump was... That right there is really tight. At least in my own anecdotal experience, I've had issues making that jump as well, and...
Yep, that's rough to see. Chocolate Secret has just not been his friend this time. Umar already out making Wendy's castle. He's gonna show off some cool cape tech. Nice job getting under that crusher.
That was very scary too. That looked very close.
Yeah, some people like to pull it hard to the left after getting under that crusher to avoid hitting the right crusher, because there is like a small chance you can slide fast enough to hit it. Good room 2 from Umar. Dab's unfortunately taking another death in Chocolate Secret. He's probably gonna go back for a cape. He wants to come back prepared.
He's just not having it, and that is okay. Level treating him badly like that.
Yeah, that's definitely not what he wants. It's gonna secure Umar's lead pretty solidly. He gets out of the Wendy fight. All right. Dab's grabbing his backup cape. As Umar finishes the cutscene, he's going to be heading into the sunken ghost ship. All right, and like last time, we will see Umar grab a backup cape right here. He's going to use that at the end of next room, doing a damage boost. Dab's going back for another cape attempt through Chocolate Secret. Glad he went back for a power-up. Looks like he's having a better time of it so far. Alright, still has his cape, getting the flight.
And he's up.
Umar's going for a despawn here. At the end of this room, there are 2 boo rings that usually spawn, but he can despawn one of them currently. If he manages his speed correctly through the level, he's going for a second
looks like
despawn.
a double. That is a double.
Ooh!
That is nice.
Awesome to see. He gets to keep his backup cape at no extra charge.
It's really nice, because that cape is so free to grab.
Yeah, that's always cool to see. I thought we were just going to see a single like last time.
Alright, Debs has made it out of Chocolate Secret. He's going to show off Wendy for us as well.
Umar's grabbing the
orb.
Alright, Umar still with a solid lead against Dabs. He's going to be heading into Valley of Bowser while Dabs heads into room 2 of Wendy. Now, Umar's in a pretty scary level. These Monty Mole's hitboxes don't normally play well with cape a lot of the time.
Definitely not. It's very easy to get frame ruled if you're not careful.
Yeah, and then you're left without a cape. He does have a backup, just in case anything happens, fortunately. Good. Thought maybe he's trying to get rid of that mole there. Didn't happen. No need to grab that extra block for a parade this time. He still has his backup. Going into Vob 2. He's got to stay just above those Koopas because there's bats coming down pretty close to him. Let's see if we get a sandbar this time.
Oh, not quite getting it.
So that's a downside of going for sandbars. Sometimes you're not able to squeeze out of that tight spot, and you're gonna take a death. Fortunately, Umar's got a pretty concrete lead right now, so it's not going to affect him too poorly.
Yeah, if he wanted to, he would keep going on it if he wanted to. At least another attempt.
Oh.
That was pretty close.
Yeah, fortunately he was able to slide out at the end. He wasn't able to get the sandbar. I don't think he was in the right spot, so he just kept on sliding. There are good setups that keep you alive sliding through, even if you don't get the sandbar. Dab's showing off the damage cancel there with the backup cape. Or the damage boost, my apologies. He'll be heading into Valley of Bowser shortly. Alright, and Dab's grabbing the second of 2 orbs. Dab's gonna be heading his way into the Valley of Bowser. So Umar makes his way into the Valley Fortress. Once again, the toughest fortress of this run. Just in terms of the deaths that we've seen.
Yeah, so we're gonna see Umar do that scroll. He's gonna run through, he's gonna spin all the things in the spike room. He is doing that really scary damage boost strat on that set of crushers.
Yeah, it's always scary whenever I see people cape cancel on that spike. Oh no.
Oh, saved it. Saved
a little
it though.
too high. Great save. He really could have died.
Yeah, that was, oh man, those Reznor shots too.
Ooh. Crushers were not on his side, but luck was, because he is out going into the Bowser fight.
With very little time lost because of that cape loss too, might I add. He was through all the parts where the cape would help him. And I mean, you know, cape kill is a little bit faster than non-cape kill, but all things considered, not really giving anything up.
Yeah, he's gonna have to do this Bowser fight. No cape, though. Umar's pretty comfortable with that, so hopefully there shouldn't be too many issues. Dab's making his way through Vob 2. Any sandbar?
It looked like an attempt, but
yep.
No dice.
Props for the attempt, as always.
You always got to give it up for an attempt, though.
Umar missing his first hit. Getting a little testy with Bowser there.
Just slam it against that copter. Just, you know, let that princess out, man. I know you're hiding her in here.
Alright, fortunately he does still have his extra Mecha Koopa that will be needed for the ball skip in Phase 2. So how we're going to see this set up is Umar's going to go to the left side of the screen and leave that Mecha Koopa for later. Bowser's just going to hang right above him, and normally he would drop 2 cannonballs during this phase. But right when Bowser stops, Umar's going to go off to the right side, throw that Mecha Koopa up, stunning Bowser just as he's about to throw that second bowling ball. That's going to skip that ball and that animation, put Bowser right back into flying to throw the 2 Mecha Koopas Umar needs for his 4th hit going into the 3rd phase now. He does have an extra Mecha Koopa for phase 3. He's really scaring me. Going back and forth with that Mecha Koopa, he could have easily kicked that off the castle.
Oh, and those flames too.
He's gonna throw up that Mecha Koopa right when Bowser's hitbox is available. It's gonna make Bowser bounce 5 times as opposed to 8. He has 5 hits already. He needs 6 to win this round. He's going in for his final hit right now.
Good shot.
Good snipe there. Get your GGs out. That will be the second win for Umar with a 34.04.
GG to Umar.
And that's gonna have him take the win from Dabs there. He will be moving on to round 4 to face Silver Star.
Yeah, what an exciting match this was. Dab's making his way through the dark room right now.
Yep, he's gonna be
Keeping his P-speed very well through there.
two really good runs from Umar there. A mid 33 run and a 34.
Dab's having a good first hit. And a good second hit.
Alright, Dabs is setting himself up for the ball skip. Looks like he leaves the Mecha Koopa over on the right side. That part doesn't really matter much, as long as you have Bowser where you need him during the skip. Okay, that was good. I was worried it looked a little early. I wasn't sure, but he knows what he's doing. He was able to manage it right. He'll be going into his third and final phase.
Dab's getting ready for that last hit. Getting it.
Losing that meme cape on the final hit. I know all about that. Everyone get big GGs out for Dabs. Unfortunately, that's
GG to
gonna
Dabs.
do it for him in this tournament. Umar is the winner, getting the best of 3. Big props out to Dabs for finishing up that run. Had some unfortunate deaths in there. But that is going to go to Umar. And we're going to go ahead and talk to the winner here. We have Umari0. How's it going, dude?
Yo, what's up? It's going pretty good.
So how'd you feel about those runs you had?
Pretty solid. I can't really complain about much.
Yeah, I bet. That first one especially was so good.
Yeah. Besides, I think I just needed a cleaner late game, and I could have PB'd. But,
Wow, really?
yeah, it was still okay.
Is your PB still current on the leaderboards right now with the 3310?
Yeah, I think I PB'd in a qualifier race, and that was still a 3310, but yeah.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
You came dangerously close to a PB then.
I could have PB'd this one too, but I died in sandbar, so it didn't matter.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. Did you go for it on that second attempt or just slide through?
I went for it, but I pressed
Okay.
late.
Yeah, I gotcha. It's good. You can still make it out after an attempt with some of those setups.
Yeah.
But yeah, a big GG out to you. We also have Dabs here in the chat as well. How's it going, man?
Yo, what's up, everyone?
Yo, GG Dabs.
Yo, GG, Umar.
Yeah, GG to you, Devs. You had some unfortunate deaths in both of your runs.
Same spot too, huh?
I know.
What a fun time that was.
That chocolate secret did not treat you very good.
That's why I call it chocolate secret.
Man, yeah, you guys kept that super close. On that second race, Davs was able to pull ahead just barely with the Yoshi wings. And Umar took it back
I
with the
know.
Yoshi clip, and then
I
it just...
messed up my first clip. That was my fault the first attempt. Dismounted too early.
Oh,
Pretty sure I
yeah.
did. Something happened there.
Yeah, that was definitely a great race that y'all put on.
Yeah, that one race. I know. Let's not talk about that other chocolate secret.
I mean, that other one, I don't blame you for.
I just started going through a death loop, and I was like, all right,
There's a point where you just say, enough's enough.
I'm gonna practice that level, and that's it, and we're out of here. But yeah, GG's.
Yeah,
That
that'll
was a good
happen.
time.
Yeah, we appreciate both of y'all coming out. Dabs, do you have any final words for us here?
GG's. Thank you for the commentary. Thank you for the restream. And GG Umar, good luck in your next races.
Yeah, thanks.
See you later.
Yeah, thanks for commentary.
Yeah, and Umar, our winner for this round. You got anything? You're going to be coming up against Silver next round.
Oh man, I'm ready to get either destroyed or win by him choking. So
Yeah, these races are going to get absolutely crazy once you hit round 4. It's just like
Yeah.
nothing but insane players.
no way to tell who will win.
I'm
Yeah,
very
that's gonna be
excited for it.
Yeah, so appreciate you coming and talking with us, Umari0. Good job on your runs and securing that win, dude.
Yep, thanks.
All right, and I think that is going to do it for us here for the No Star World Tournament today. I'm W. Carrick with Mike.
And see ya, everyone.
Yeah, y'all have a good night. Make sure to check out Speed Gaming some more. And we'll be back with some more Super Mario World races within this No Star World Tournament at a later date.